Just one little binger to brighten up your day. Come on, man. Just one hit, then I gotta go.
You asshole.
I think we were talking about Major League for something, and I'm like, man, I wish I had a fucking Joe Boo figure, dude, right? So I get a knock on my door, and there's this little package waiting there. This is fucking cool, dude. This is really cool. Check this out. It's fucking Serrano's locker, dude.
Oh shit.
That's cool.
Right? And when you open it up, it's the locker. I got my own fucking Joe Boo.
Nice, dude.
Look at that shit, dude.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, bro. We are back, you guys. What is going on? It is Wednesday night. That means On the Radar. And I got Vinny and we got Marcus.
Listen, fresh off the jet, sharper than Gillette, the best you can get. Damn it, I am in the house. Listen, I'm here to let you know right now, it is not a game. Let me tell you something. I'm live from the butt naked at the Sanctum Symptomonium. I'm feeling good, baby. I'm ready. Where the money at? Where the money at? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Where here the money is? Hello? Hello? Oh, yeah, we're going to get to the money right quick. We're going to be right back. All right, bet, peace. Live from the Peppermint Palace, baby. We here. Vinny, Bryan McClay. Let's get it.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of, do you remember DJ Khaled's old intros back in the day? He used to go in. I was down in Miami, so I used to hear it on the radio. He'd be saying all types of wild stuff.
Yeah. And I love the intro because, Bryan McClay always sound like he about to kill himself. Like when he smokes that long, whatever that thing is, and he's coughing, like it's like a COVID cough, but it's really like filled with like cannabis. So it's like a cannabis COVID cough. I don't know what to do, but it's like he's really going through it. Oh no! I just saw somebody say I'm asking to get robbed. You listen. You come through here if you want to, baby. I got that bang bang shoot 'em up, baby. I'm in Texas. We from the Pew Pew state. Show up to my house if you want to. Show up to the Peppermint Palace if you want to.
Yeah, I love Arizona, baby. That's why I love the South, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna miss, baby. I go to the range weekly. I'm not gonna miss. Come on, come see me. I got something hot for you. I got something real for your ass over here, Jack. Come on, come see me. Amen.
Well, it's interesting because we're learning all kinds of new stuff over here. I thought I had a clip set up to, as soon as the clip ends, it jumps right on over to us, and my math must have been off a little bit. So Vinny is like, hey bro, the clip that you premiered is still going right now. There's 26 people over there that are watching. Well, at some point when that clip ends here in about how long is that clip? Let's see here. I think that clip is in about 5 minutes. All those people will be automatically jumped over here.
Okay.
So it's nice thing about YouTube.
What clip is this that you speak of?
So I clip whenever we do the market report. So immediately following our shows, I immediately clip the market report segment, and then whatever, like if we do, like I did the Kid Called Beast segment, I clipped it, and I set those to play on the days like where we don't have anything live. And then if I have an extra clip, I try to set it up before a live show, and then you can set it up in YouTube to where it automatically jumps to the, you can set it to jump to a video. which is would be this one. So at some point we'll get a big, huge shot of people jumping over here. But you guys know how we do. We're making this better, and the Discord right now is popping. It's going absolutely crazy, and
Listen, it is going stupid. Shout out to Trey. Shout out to Big Leg. Shout out to Vinny, Brian McClay. Shout out to Yeezy Yee. Shout out to Doc Joe. Shout out to Darth Evan. Shout out to Manford. I mean, everybody that makes that Discord pop, man. Johnny Galindo. I mean, it's so many people that make that Discord pop, and it's growing by leaps and bounds. I think they said we're close to 300. It's it says it's 30 watching over there. So so I guess at some point it will shake and come over here.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm excited about it, man. But listen, we're still finna give out. I'm going to give away the Ultimate Fallout 4. Everybody that is locked into the Discord right now, you're already entered to win. I'm talking to the guys because I'm trying to figure out what's the fairest way to give it out instead of just like closing my eyes and picking a person. But like, I want to find someone that's truly been active on the Discord. Of course, you're already in if you already joined. You got today if you want to join too as well. So like, tell your friends, tell whoever, join the Discord. They still enter to win if they join today. Today is the last day. And then by Friday, I know tomorrow's Thanksgiving. By Friday, I'm going to figure out who I'm going to give the book to, and we're going to make it all make sense. Ultimate Fallout 4 first print, that's the one we're giving away. Trey is also giving away a Riri book, first appearance of Riri as well. It's so much that's going on right now in the Discord. What's up, Awesome Sauce? It's so much going on in the Discord right now. Thank each and every person that's joining, and we're only getting bigger and bigger by the day. Excited.
Yeah, let me give you guys a Discord link for everybody that is asking about it in the live chat, and let me explain Discord for you guys real quick. So Discord is basically like a app for your phone and your computer, a little program that you can get. I'm showing you my version of Discord on my PC right now, and you can also have it on your phone. And basically what we do is we create all these different channels, right? Like there's a podcast selection, and there's these different rooms you can jump in. So podcast related news, questions and recommended stories for the podcast. Marcus talking shit in the podcast,
Absolutely.
We have like a comic book section, which has news, rumors, spec, all kinds of stuff. International foreign comics section, which has same type of stuff, giveaways, spec, pickups, a sports card section, a video game section, an action figure section, NFT section, Pokemon and trading card games, a music memorabilia section, a manga and anime section, designer toys, miscellaneous, all kinds of stuff, shoes, Raz stuff. And it basically, some of the most important information that you're going to get out of a Discord, you guys, is stuff like this. Let me show you what happened today. Big book hit the market over the past couple of days. The newest one to hit the market today was this Pop Kills Adam Hughes. It is the second printing. If you guys don't know about this, this was the book that they put out as a Kickstarter event for Pop Kills, and it looks like they put out a new copy of it, as you guys can see right here. And
my God.
And you know what? I'm going to be honest. I don't like this one as much as the first printing. I'm
not going to lie to you. I love this one.
I think that the one with the wet T-shirt, it adds a little bit extra to it, even though you see everything. I think that this one just, the one with the wet T-shirt just makes it. But you would have been able to jump on this as soon as it dropped today for $99. Sold out, you guys. Sold out. Already being put on eBay for a ridiculous amount. So you would have had a chance to jump on that. Not only would they had a chance to jump on that, you would have had a chance to jump up on this, one of the books that's really being talked about right now.
Yeah,
the Eminem and Spider-Man book for it's a variant cover for Amazing Spider-Man #1 with Eminem on it.
Man, hold on, Brian McClay. Wait, let me stop you. And I don't even mean to stop you, bro. I literally had this in my checkout, and by the time I hit to check out, it was sold out. That's how fast. But I was late to the Discord. I seen the email go out. about this book. I was late to the Discord because I was on a call. In a matter of 5 minutes, that book was gone. That's why it's so important to be a part of this Discord. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Brian.
Yeah, the only reason I got it is because I was just sitting at lunch when I was in California, and somebody put the link in the Discord, and I just went right on, grabbed it. So.
Yep. So you guys, I dropped the link. We're gonna talk about those books here much more in a second. The other show's getting ready to end right now, so all those people will be jumping over here in a couple minutes, in a minute or so. But it's very important not only to jump on the Discord for all that information. At some point, you're also going to be able to call into the shows, you guys. So we're gonna set it up to maybe like the last 30 minutes of every show. We open it up to call-ins for people that want to, ask us questions, a quick little call-in segment, anything you guys want to ask type deals. And we let you into these Discords. And basically, for example, there's a general chat section, and you enter that general chat section. And as you guys can see, I'm in there right now. I'm talking. So if anybody else was in there with me, they would hear me. And you can set up your camera so they can see you too, right? So we can bring you on the show this way. And we'll let you in, and then we'll kick you out. We'll have a waiting room, and everybody in the waiting room could talk to each other and watch the show while they're waiting and bullshit, and this and that. So it's a very cool community-oriented section. We're going to curate it as we go. It is really blowing up right now. And one of the things that we're going to do for the giveaways is try and grow it even more. So I think one of the things that we should probably do that we were talking about is figure out a way for you guys to share the Discord and share the show at the same time. And
Namesh, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes. Gee whiz. Thank you, sir.
You guys support the show in so many ways. You support it by subscribing. You support it by joining the Discord. You support it by giving us thumbs up. And you definitely help support the show by dropping $50 super chats. Shout out to Namesh Patel. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Appreciate it. Namesh, happy Thanksgiving, bro. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. That's going to go to my Pornhub addiction. I'm addicted.
Well, you know what it is going to start going to is so just so you guys know, super chat money goes to anytime that we do giveaways, it pays for shipping for the giveaways, right?
Absolutely.
That's a big deal.
Absolutely.
Anytime that we say somebody at some point needs a mic or something like that, and we have enough to use from super chats to do that, we're gonna buy mics, or we're gonna buy green screens, or advertising. It's all being put back into the show, and I can guarantee you guys that nobody here is making any money off this channel at all. It's all going right back into the show, and when it comes to that point where it isn't going right back into the show, we'll let you know. We'll let you know. So.
It ain't no. Speak for yourself. You super chat me, the money going in my pocket, and me and Vinny are going to Fogo the Child. So I'm just letting you know. Well, no, wait. Vinny don't eat meat, so I don't know what Vinny. Does. We're going to the Alaskan Bush Club, Alaskan Bush Company. And yeah, me, Vinny, and Brian McClay, we're gonna take that 50 and see what we can make shake at the Alaskan Bush Club.
Yeah.
Amen. Nah, but seriously though, guys, thank you so much for the super chat stuff. It all goes 100% of it goes back into the crew with all the stuff that we're trying to do. We definitely want to make it better for you guys, and and also make it easier for us to get the information to you guys. So any little bit that you can donate always helps. So it's not like Brian is going to go, buy weed with it, or, I'm going to go, buy crack, or, Vinny's going to go buy whatever Vinny buys. He's a very rich, attorney.
Games.
So, I don't know. He may
lap dances.
Lap dances from, where he got food poisoned at the Butt Naked. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole other thing.
I feel like I would just buy more collectibles. Buy more collectibles. I think that's about it.
Yeah. I love it. Right. I love it.
You guys, 51 Live, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Let's get into some of the news this week, starting off with those books that we were just talking about, those big books that, got dropped this week because of people that dropped links in the Discord. People were able to score on some of those books, and there were some cool books for sure. Let me do this. Let me get in here. There we go. The Pop Kills one, if you guys don't know, the original Pop Kills. Let me find the original Pop Kills.
You don't need to find it. You can show me that second print. My God, today, yes, it is. It is a blessing in the pressing. She looks amazing.
This is the original.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
Leaves too much to the imagination.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one God want me to have right there. That's the one. Yeah, God did. God want me to have that one. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's the one.
I like the original too because it leaves just enough of the imagination, and it's the OG. But I get it. Like, jump all over this. The art looks beautiful.
Hey, look, I'm grown. I don't want nothing to the imagination. When I get there, be naked. That's it. When I get there, be naked. I don't want to have to guess what you look like under them clothes. Unveil.
That's
it.
I will say though, this feels like very pop artish. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I know Adam Hughes has always had this style, but just the how it is laid over that background of the cover and everything, it just feels like it's moving more into like a fine art realm for him.
There's already copies.
Yeah, moving for crazy money. Awesome sauce. Sorry, bro. Totally forgot. So the second print is it's a picture of a young lady with no shirt on. The first print, it's like a wet t-shirt contest. The second print, she has no shirt on and a gun in her hand and stuff like that, with her cha-chas out for everybody to consume and bear witness to. And it is a thing of beauty. Adam Hughes is a wonderful woman drawer. My God, today.
Shout out to Red Hood, who just dropping the $1.99 super chat after super chat after super chat. We love Red Hood. Make sure you guys are following him on IG and on YouTube now. We're gonna start getting some Red Hood pressing videos soon.
Man, Red Hood, thank you, Red Hood.
He says you got all three of us covered. Appreciate it.
That's right, baby. That's right, baby.
And then Furbird's got to drop in the super sticker too. Shout out to Furbird also. By the way, Furbird, Red Hood, Yeezy Yee, all members of the Discord group, all big time community members. Shout out to them. Shout out to Doc Joe. Shout out to, of course, Adam at Awesome Sauce Radio. Who else we got there? McDowell's Human Resources. I love that.
Yes, sir. McDowell's. See, McDowell's, you get 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on the sesame seed bun. But at McDowell's, you get 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, no sesame seed on the bun. That's what it is. Yes, sir. McDowell's, baby. You need to go and hire me. I'm ready. Come on, McDowell's. We ready. Coming to America. You're welcome, Awesome Sauce.
$500. They were $99 on the site, and now they're up there for $500. You guys, I wonder how many think have sold.
So let's take a look.
Ooh, 250, 280, 240. People are $100 right off the top, boo. 150.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. There's 1,000 of them too, so quite a bit out there. I think there was only 500 of the initial one. Right?
Yeah.
Does that sound right?
Yep.
So
I don't know, but that one is the one. The one with no shirt on is the one. That's the one God want me to have. That's the cover God want me to have.
Well,
yeah.
Let's also talk about that big Eminem book.
Yeah.
That dropped. That book.
Jesus Christ.
Did you guys get any of this?
Yes.
Man, I think Vinny got it. I had three in my cart. I went to check out and it was sold out.
Yep.
And I don't know if it was just me, but when I tried to get the book, I wasn't even going for the sign because I knew the sign was gone. But when I was trying to get the book, it was like it was the weirdest capture that I've ever seen in my life. Put a square on the jet, put a square on the cat, put a square on this, put a square on that. What was Eminem's movie? It was asking all kind of weird questions and steps. I was like, man, I ain't never seen no stuff like that. Yeah,
it's
right.
Smart.
The capture was wilding, bro. The capture was wilding, bro. It was crazy.
$35. Was there a limit? Do you guys know if there was a limit?
I don't know. I mean, I got 3 of them. So, but then I was like, that's enough. But it didn't stop me. So I heard somebody got 5. So I think you probably could have bought as many as you wanted.
160, and I had multiple people reach out to me on IG today, being like, "Yeah, I had to pull the trigger. I had to get one." And here's the funny thing: guess what? There's another sale coming tomorrow.
Is there really?
Oh my god.
Yep. So if you guys have already gone in on all these, you might want to wait, because there's going to be another 3,000 coming of these. There's a lot of these. Shout out to You know what? I want to know if Eminem is the one that reached out to Marvel, or if somebody reached out to Eminem, because this is smart, because Eminem can now be a quote unquote online retailer and do any music artist can now do their own Marvel variants, right? Like,
Yeah.
in all honesty, Vinny, we need to start hitting up some of those Empire artists and say, hey, let's do a on the radar Marvel comic exclusive. You know what I mean? Like, get them on the cover.
We could do it. There's a lot. I mean, the thing is, there's a big intersection between hip hop and comics. Like a lot of these guys that we listen to, they really are fans. Man, when I was at DesignerCon this weekend, actually, I ran into Murs, and he's a big comic book fan, and there were a few other people, just hip hop heads, artists who were there that are just really into it. So for sure,
they were offering signed variants of this, you guys, and the signed
they were like 333 or something like that.
313.
Yeah,
and look what they're selling for, $2,000. That's a big come up, you guys. That's a big quick come up.
That's crazy. Those were gone. I hit the link immediately, went for the sign first. They were already sold out. Those must have gone within seconds.
Yeah. Well, so for everybody out there that wants to pick them up again, go join up on the Discord and figure out where you can do that. That's all I'll say. Link is in the description below. There's an invite link in the description below. I've already dropped the invite link in the live chat for everybody that's here rocking with us live. 63 watching live right now. Jump in that Discord, get that information.
And that's the second. That's the second Eminem comic book, I guess, right? That double XL one would be considered the first.
Yes.
The
one, that one's super rare, and we see that sell. We've talked about it on the market report for a couple times lately. So,
man, I had 5 of those first print Eminem books and got rid of them, and I'm mad about it to this day. Jesus Christ, I made some terrible moves.
Did you
I
guys
made some good money?
Hear about this rumor that we might be seeing Sentry showing up in the MCU, which is a great fucking character.
Nice.
And I don't know, how solid the rumor is. Of course, it's a rumor. But according to scooper Daniel Richman, Gosling or Alexander Skarsgård are rumored to be Marvel's top picks for a conflicted and powerful villain set to appear in Thunderbolts. And that means Red Hulk versus the Sentry, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going Skarsgård all day, because what he has done with that Pennywise clown is
wrong dude.
And no, it's not the same
Not
one.
the same
It's Skarsgård.
No,
no,
they're four Skarsgårds. Yeah, this guy is the guy that was in True Blood, and he was also in that movie, Northman. Dude, have you guys seen The Northman? Dude, he looks like a fucking animal in this movie, The Northman. He got ripped, and there's these scenes where he's like raiding these towns, and the dude looks actually scary when he's raiding these towns as the North. You got to see this. It's a great movie called The Northman.
So maybe they all have the eye thing happening, because I was trying to notice from the eye thing, because he got an eye thing. It's a thing.
It's like a squinty eye thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it got some sort of eye thing happening. I thought that was the It clown, but it ain't. So I don't know about him. But okay. But y'all say he's dope. He's dope.
And I think
Gosling will be cool.
Here you guys go. Second batch of Eminem drops Tuesday the 29th with 1,000 copy Spotlight variant.
Now, I wonder if they're dropping any more of the signed ones. I don't know.
Great question. That's a great question.
I don't know about that one.
Well, here's what I will say about this. There is a book out there, Sentry-wise. We all know the Sentry books that people want, right? They all want the
2000, the one from 2000.
Yeah, the San Diego Con one, right? but there is a wizard out there where it is wizard first introduced, where the Sentry is basically first introduced. And if you guys don't know the storyline of the Sentry, it is absolutely awesome. It's kind of like a troll before people knew what trolling was, if that makes sense. Um, uh, they basically told everybody that they found an old character that Jack Kirby and another person, I can't remember who the other person they said that it was, basically came up with this character back, before they changed to Marvel, and they basically it slipped through the cracks in an old filing cabinet, and they couldn't find it anymore, and all that type of crazy stuff. And basically, this is written by these two greats, and you need to we're gonna have somebody do the art for it, redo the art for it and everything. And they talk about it in this wizard, and that wizard is one of the wizards that you want to be on the lookout for. I'll let you guys go do the digging on that, but I'll give you a little bit of the free cornbread on that. It's worth digging into to find that wizard. But again, cool wizards out there that you can collect. Well, I don't need to. Awesome Sauce already did it. Wizard Magazine 105, you guys. Wizard Magazine 105 is what you're looking for, where they talk about the Sentry, which is pretty awesome.
Awesome.
You guys ever get into the Sentry when he was when it was being written and all that?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, dude. The Sentry was so badass, man. It was that character that was like comparable to Superman, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that's what they were just saying. It's like a evil Superman or something. Yeah, that's dope. I have the books, but I never ever really read about Sentry. I just knew he was like badass. Like, I would grab the books just when I saw him. Because at one point he was having a little run, so I would grab the books. He wasn't really my thing, but it was like, all right, cool. But now it seems like I need to get up on him if they're getting ready to run with him.
Yeah, I heard I didn't hear about the Sentry rumor, but I heard about the Hyperion one. So I guess it could be either one.
So this is basically a little rundown of it, you guys, on a forums that's out there, and this is one of the little hoax things. It says, now decades out from the Sentry hoax, not to be confused with the first issue of the Sentry comic, which hit stands almost a year later in July of 2000. So this wizard came out a year before the first comic. This guy wants to talk about it. So it all started with writer Paul Jenkins and artist Rick Veitch, who basically met at Mirage Studios and worked closely together on the Brat Pack, the Max Immortal, and at Tundra. And Paul Jenkins was focused on production and editing back in those days and had potential as a writer. I guess they discussed a story that they wanted to develop concerning an over-the-hill guy struggling with addiction who had a tight relationship with his dog. And, that turned into basically the Sentry. And Jenkins went to Quesada with a plan to create a brand new character that they'd pitch to Quesada and Jimmy Palmiotti for the Marvel Knights line. If you remember, Marvel Knights was that new adult-ish line with Daredevil and all those characters. And basically, Paul Jenkins said the character is like a guardian type with a watchtower. And they tossed around ideas, and they basically boiled Centurion down to the Sentry, which sounded, he said, sounded so good they couldn't believe it wasn't already taken. And then it says here that Rick Veitch brought to the table was the retro angle, where he'd been involved in a major retro project in which Alan Moore and him had developed some sort of deadpan approach to the genre. And that's what they used to come up with the idea, basically the troll, that it was, this character that was created many, many moons ago, and he was Marvel's first superhero, and everybody believed it for at least a year, which was crazy. So
that's awesome.
Here's where it started. A lot of people don't know this. Daredevil, the first appearance of Echo, In the letters column, it says here, artist Artie Rosen, said to be an instrumental in the formative years of Marvel Comics, was in poor health. Marvel was keeping him and his family in their collective prayers and asked the fans to send their get well wishes as well. It was quite touching. They basically seeded this original creator, Artie Rosen, a year before even the plan. So it was like this long drawn out thing, right? And they put in that letter column, hey, this fake guy named Artie Rosen that they created, but that is sick and this and that, and they started seeding it. Artie Rosen never existed, and it says here that in the following January, Wizard Magazine ran an obituary for him. So you guys can see that Artie Rosen passes away. This is that's crazy, dude.
That's crazy.
So and then it says here, a month after Rosen's quote-unquote passing, in Wizard 104, an article discussed the possible discovery of a lost Silver Age character co-created by Stan Lee prior to Fantastic Four #1. Did Stan Lee create something before FF? If it were true, and I am in no way saying it is, it would be a tremendous impact on Marvel's history and on the entire history of comics in general, said Marvel's editor-in-chief Bob Harris. So they were all in on it. And then the big reveal happened in, of course, Wizard Magazine 105, where in a special exclusive reported after Artie Rosen's death, his widow, Blanche, had found a box labeled Marvel Comics with an assortment of papers, files, and old comics inside. She then returned to the box to Marvel, where it ended up in Joe Quesada's office. Writer Paul Jenkins, looking at some reading material, ended up taking it home without knowing what was inside. What he discovered were character sheets and descriptions for a Silver Age Superman-esque character called the Sentry. The name on one of the pages, Stan Lee. And there you guys can see, here's the whole setup. It's amazing that they did this, you guys. And none of us knew that it was a big troll fake job until almost a year later. It might have been even longer than a year.
That's crazy.
Just absolutely amazing, funny stuff that I think doesn't get the type of respect it should for, like, it's a big shtick. I love that type of shtick stuff that you put time and effort into. You plant a seed, you water it. Those seeds turn into plants that drop even more seeds, and you have to water those seeds until you get the final, it's like a long play joke.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
To be there for the hit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This is the first time I'm hearing about it. That's really cool. I love that backstory to the Sentry. I had
That's
no
beyond
idea.
cool. That's super cool.
Yeah.
So I would suggest just looking into it, you guys, doing some research on the Sentry. He's a very cool character. He has this duality between him and then this. You don't know if he's schizophrenic or if there's this real character in his head called the Void. That is, if he lets it get the best of him, like depression, it takes him over and he becomes evil, right? So it's this really great character, and when you have a character that's as strong as Superman, right? You have to cause something within him that makes him not as strong as Superman, and you have that depression thing, the Void, his inner, bitch, his inner bitch, as Joe Rogan would say. Very cool idea.
That's super cool.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty sweet. Be on the lookout for that. Here's another quick thing that I saw. Speaking of Eminem and all that stuff, Super 7's toy lines, the Ultimates line, they have a Biggie character coming out. So as you guys can see right here, be on the lookout. The Ultimate Notorious B.I.G. will be made to order and is priced at $55 with a Q1 2024 release. Hip hop fans can pre-order it here at super7.com. So here's the figure. Here's everything that you get.
That's
pretty
cool.
dope.
I'm seeing a lot more of this stuff lately. I'm seeing a lot more toys, like hip hop toys and things like that. I will say, at Designer Con last weekend, there was a really cool. So Mers did a toy, but then Jay Dilla had a toy that came inside a box that was like an SP1200 box, like the drum machine.
That's sick.
Yeah, and so I ended up buying one. I turn around and Ma Dukes was there, his mom. So I got her to sign it.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, it was
That
sick.
is awesome. What was there's some other things that kind of dropped over there, the cause stuff. What's going on with this?
Oh well, this didn't drop. So these didn't drop there.
Okay.
The stuff that was dropping at Designer Con was Shepard Fairey dropped a bear brick. You know, he's like a big fine artist. Aaron Kai dropped a bear brick. Sket One. Your boy, what's his name? Alex Pardee dropped a mini.
Party?
Yeah, he dropped a mini bear brick. There was a lot of cool stuff, man, that was dropping out there. It's when I used to go to Designer Con, it was like this small room. The admission was like $10. Now it's like grown into this thing that's like 4 times the size. And you got celebrities walking through there. You've got massive, massive fine artists. You got a presence from Medicom from Japan they do all the bear bricks. So it's really cool. It's really cool. But going back to that cause thing, when you get a sec, yeah, well, you can show them some of this stuff. Yeah, there was just if anybody is into designer toys and has not been to Designer Con, I highly recommend it. The other thing that I would say is from the NFT side of things, the NFT that Marcus has been telling me about for a while called Karafuru, they had a great presence over there. They had a whole event called the Carnival where you could go in, you could bring in your NFT, and they'll make you a custom T-shirt with the token number of your NFT. They also had a Clone X booth. They had Atom Bomb Squad. They had a really good presence this year.
Let's
Yep.
talk about the Atom Bomb Squad stuff. What's going on? What is this? Explain this to us.
So okay, you can go ahead.
No, go ahead, Vinny, because I grabbed it for you because I was like, I know this is, you were telling me about it. Vinny is telling me that I need to buy one of these like ASAP.
Yeah,
So
this
go ahead.
This is the derivative project. This is Atom Bomb Squad. So this dropped yesterday. Atom Bomb Squad is, if anybody knows the clothing line, the Hundreds, it's basically their NFT project. They, first of all, I'll say, not financial advice, but honestly, I recommend that this is if people want to get into NFTs, this is a good project. They're around like 300 or $350. Their presence is crazy. They were at VCon, they were at NFT NYC, they were at Designer Con. They're going to be at Art Basel. They're everywhere. I think it's projects like this that you should try to look out for. So they did this. They did something cool. They airdropped. I guess they have Atom Bomb Squad NFTs that have a particular trait, and they call them Batoms. And so they airdropped 1,000 of these new derivative NFTs to the owners of the Batoms. So if you get one of those, they did something really interesting called collector royalties. So they've basically married the original NFT to the derivative. And anytime the derivative sells, if you're the owner of the original NFT that is married to that derivative, you will get 20% of the royalties that go to the Hundreds.
That's so sick, bro. And
Yeah.
and that's again, one of the things that I always talk about is you guys might not like the whole digital art prospect part of NFTs. The blockchain part is the important thing, because it gives you a way to create income like in perpetuity. Basically, if that piece of art blows up and you have that ability, that utility where you're getting money off a percentage of the royalties every time it sells, then that's a big deal. That's a huge deal that it can move on into like video games. For instance, if you buy a video game, I know this is one of the things where they always explain it. If you buy a video game, instead of selling it to, when you take it and you go to sell it to, the GameStop, and then they resell it, they're making all the money off of it. Well, now if they do it through the blockchain, you make money off of it too. You're going to get that money, that resale money, also a part of it.
I mean,
As long as it gets sold.
imagine how cool it would be if this sells for $500 next, and then let's say 10 years from now it sells for $200,000. You'll get basically 20% of what the you'll essentially get 1% back, but that's pretty damn cool that you can get royalties on something that you're just holding passively, you know?
Yeah, this stuff's great, man. This stuff's really great. Another thing that we saw this week that I thought was interesting that Marcus showed is, one of the biggest collectibles out there are Hot Wheels. We all, either you're collecting Hot Wheels or you've seen the Hot Wheel collectors. I thought that the guys who go and chase after the card refillers were crazy. Man, Hot Wheels guys will race each other to the Hot Wheels. I've seen Hot Wheel guys get in fist fights at Walmart's. It's crazy. And now Mattel is launching its own digital collectibles marketplace for Hot Wheels.
Wow.
Man, listen, on Monday, Mattel announced the launch of Mattel Creations. It's a native digital collectibles marketplace that will serve as the company's exclusive collector and direct-to-consumer platform. The first offering will debut on December 15th with a Series 4 of Mattel's Hot Wheels NFT Garage. It will feature 60 cars from Hot Wheels' most popular designs, including the McLaren, Chevrolet, Honda, Aston Martin, Oldsmobile, Pagani, Cadillac, and of course, original Hot Wheels. Since last November, the Hot Wheels NFT Garage project has been racing on the Wax blockchain. So if you got the Wax blockchain, you can get the Funkos on the Wax blockchain. You can get some of the other things on the Wax blockchain, right? Through the Wax blockchain, that it has accumulated over 20,000 active holders and has generated more than $5 million US on the blockchain. You can't beat that. You can't beat that at all. Mattel is pioneering the future of play with NFTs. It's been around since 1945. The franchise is worth $6 billion, people.
And is this the same? It looks like it's a part of the same thing as the
as the Masters of the Universe. Yeah, that's all on the Wax.
That's
It's all on the Wax. So I'm saying that to say, the more that this NFT stuff is starting to unfold, they're gonna come down your street with something. Because I know some people on here collect Hot Wheels. You can't tell me that you don't. I tried to collect that Gucci Hot Wheel Cadillac and got my ass handed to me. It was terrible. That Gucci, you remember the Gucci, the one, it was the slant back like this, but it had the Gucci wrap on it. I was trying to get it and got beat down. It was terrible. I didn't want to.
I remember that. I
don't want to play in Hot Wheels no more. So I'm saying, find whatever you like. Understand that it's out here right now for you to consume. Get in early. Get ahead of the game. Because think about it, it's Mattel is launching its own digital collectible marketplace, and you're already ahead. For the 20,000 that have already been on it prior to Mattel opening up their digital collectibles. They got the OG Hot Wheels that's been happening right now through Wax. So it's like, let's be proactive, y'all. Let's figure out let's figure out what I like, figure out what you like, and damn it, let's get into it.
Man, and things have evolved, huh, Marcus? Because early when they were doing some of these drops, you had to buy wax and then use the wax to buy whatever the collectible was. Things have evolved now finally. So.
Yeah, it's much easier. It's a much easier lift now. So
yeah. What's going on with the COD stuff, Vinny?
So I put the link in the Discord a few days ago about, see that third picture right there, about the toy that he was dropping. It's called The Promise. I think it retailed for $450. There were 3 different versions of it. This is the OG version. They had a gray version. They're sold out now. And they had a black version. They're $450 a piece, but now they're selling for about $700 on the secondary. There's a print dropping Friday. It's expensive, but guys, Cause is one of the biggest contemporary fine artists. It's $5,000. I'm probably not going to go for it, but I can guarantee it'll sell out, and I can guarantee it'll be higher than it is. So that's just how it goes with him.
Yeah.
There was that, and then there was one other I wanted to
shout out to Hebrew Brantley. You guys know we talk about Black Boy Fly quite a bit, and he's got something new going on, it looks like.
Yeah, so he's got I think it's called the Flynamic Duo, that first one.
Yeah, the toy.
Yeah, he's got the Flynamic Duo dropping in white and in all black. as well. I put the link in the Discord also. Just another big piece from him. This is his, I believe, third set of colorways for this particular toy. They always sell out. I think they go for 1,200, and then they always end up going for at least double on eBay afterwards. Now, keep in mind, he's also a very big contemporary fine artist, and it's not a coincidence that that comic book just went crazy like that. It is because you have the fine art collectors coming into our space, into the comic space, and saying, "Oh crap, Hebrew, the fine artist that we collect, dropped a comic book. We need that." That's why it's so sought after. So
Yeah.
with designer toys, what I'm seeing is you're seeing a lot of fine artists either coming into designer toys, or it's acting as a springboard for toy artists who later become fine artists or considered fine artists. So you'll start seeing them in the gallery shows and Art Basel and all these other places. So just something to keep an eye on.
And let me say this, the Hebrew Brantley, for those that didn't know, the comic book that Vinny owns multiple copies from, that will not bless me with a copy. I've asked on several occasions. I'm glad he thinks this is funny. The books were on sale for how much, Vinny?
$10.
How much? $10. He was at a random Comic-Con, this guy. Nobody knew who he was.
New York Comic-Con, but he was not. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so he was at New York Comic-Con. Thank you for clarifying, Vinny. He was at New York Comic-Con, and he was selling these comic books for $10. Bro, these same books right now are moving upwards of like what, $5 grand, $6 grand?
I think $5 grand for a 9.4.
$5 grand for a 9.4.
Like I want to say $8 grand for a 9.8, if I remember correctly.
$8 grand for a 9.8, a book that you could have bought for $10. $10. And nobody, and of course, y'all wasn't on them. I knew who it was. I heard about it. I was up on it. You know what I'm saying? Very familiar with Hebrew Brantley. But I just missed the book. I couldn't get to the book. And I've begged Vinny, come on, bro, just give me one book, bro. Come on, bro, give me a book, bro. And Vinny has looked at me like I have a booger in my nose, and like I'm asking him to donate blood to me. Like I'm just, it's terrible. I guess I want this comic book so bad, bro. He won't give me.
I think if you would ask me when this book was $100, I would have been like, "Yeah, Marcus, here you go."
Yeah, but you know what? We'll talk offline about that, because what's love got to do with it, bro? Like, it's real family here, bro. Like, you have multiple copies, bro, of this book that you spent $10, bro. I said, bro, let me just give you what I said I was going to give you. I said, I ain't going to even put it out here. But
wait, what was it? Let's put it out there.
What happened?
What was it?
Let's move on, Brian McClay. Don't worry about it. We'll talk about it later.
Do you guys want to see something crazy that, it's another one of these things that I get it. You might not like the kid, but I think that this could be a total moneymaker. Out right at the gate, people are going to be looking for it for sure. But fucking Logan Paul, you guys, is getting his own Mattel Creations wrestling figure. And you guys know how much these wrestling figures go for. And in all honesty, all my friends that are into wrestling that watch this kid wrestle say he is very talented. He pulled off some crazy shit when he fought that Roman Reigns guy, I believe. That like I said, at least 10 people that I know that are huge into wrestling, like there was at least 2 moves that he did that they blew them out the water, that he looked like a really talented wrestler. And that's a big deal. Wrestling fans are very, very tough to impress, especially when you got somebody like this has got a chip on their shoulder. But man, this could be a big deal. This figure, cool. Yeah, it'll be available for pre-order November 25th to December 9th. There are no purchase limits for the figure, and it's got 30 points of articulation. You'll get 2 extra heads, including bigger expressions and jackets, sunglasses, necklace with the Pokemon card case attached, you guys. So that you got Trey's gonna love this. We're gonna get one of these for Trey, and he's gonna make money off it. You watch.
I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna order this toy, and I'm gonna be ready to get this Logan. This is Logan Paul, right? This is Logan
Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jake Paul is the boxer, right?
Yep.
Okay.
$45, you guys.
45
Launches
bucks.
November 25th. So here's a link for it in the live chat, you guys. I'll also put the link in the description for you guys if you want to check it out. But it could be a nice moneymaker. Here's the some of the faces and stuff that they're showing. Doesn't really look like them.
Oh man, he's had some serious Botox. The one in the middle, like he's had some Botox done. Like he's had his face done. Yeah.
There's the Pokemon card. You can put this little sticker in it, I guess. So I think that's funny.
Is that what he does? Does he actually do that? Does he wear a Pokemon?
No, he has a Charizard first edition Shadowless on and it's a 10. It's a PSA 10, and he has it wrapped around his neck.
Yeah, and he's also got that Illustrator edition. That's like a $10 million card or something like that. The same one that Blake Martinez guy just sold and retired after he sold it. He's a football player, played for the Raiders, and I'll let Sean talk about him when Sean's here next week. By the way, you guys, we want to give a very big happy birthday wish to our boy Big Leg. Happy birthday, Sean. Hopefully you're passing a couple back as we speak and enjoying your night, and we'll hear how it goes next week.
Happy birthday, Big Leg. I'm live from the butt naked. I'll see you when you get here, brother. Absolutely. It's going to be amazing. Live from the butt naked, baby. We out here.
All right. A big story that came out this week was on 60 Minutes, you guys. And this is absolutely craziness right here. I was over at my parents' house eating dinner, and this came on the 60 Minutes, and it blew me away. And I am such a big fan of old school Panini stickers because it's one of the things that got me back into collecting cards, because I wanted to get some really rare European hockey cards, which were Panini stickers in Europe back in the day. Look at this, you guys. The World Cup is happening right now, and they did a huge thing on 60 Minutes for this.
Kicked off today in Qatar, and while you'll hear all manner of oles and alles over the next 4 weeks, this might be the event's ultimate soundtrack. Got need. It's not the scalpers hawking tickets, it's the refrain of fans sifting through packs of World Cup stickers. Think soccer's answer to baseball cards. Before the 1970 World Cup, 4 brothers in Italy, the Paninis, began printing collectibles featuring images of players from every country in the competition. More than 50 years later, fans all over the globe scour for that obscure Serbian goalkeeper or elusive Lionel Messi, hoping to complete their albums. The Panini sticker phenomenon has become a booming international business and a central part of the World Cup experience.
Did you ever remember these sticker books, Marcus or Vinny? Did you guys ever get into these when you were a kid, the sticker books?
I did for Garbage Pail Kids, but not for the sports. But I did get it. I did get into it. I was heavy. And there's Vinny Kumar, never fails.
This is it, right? These are the new ones.
Those are the new ones. Yep, that just came out.
Yeah.
And they did an amazing little expose on it, you guys, where they talked to this guy right here. He's one of the biggest distributors of Panini stickers in the world, and he's out of Florida, right? But look at this, you guys. Watch these. They show
an Italian Venezuelan American. He is the ultimate Panini sticker evangelist.
74.
He's completed every sticker album since 1974, including the 2022 vintage many times over.
So the big thing to do is to complete the album, and people still do it. And the cool thing about the stickers is they have these huge trading events, right, where all the people that collect them get together and trade. Listen to how Panini started.
They mixed with a shovel.
They replaced the shovel.
Flowers.
And was a disaster. But they realized that the formula was okay, not the subject.
Short of Lira, Giuseppe had, as it were, one last shot on goal. It was 1961, and he turned to a new subject, Italian soccer. It was a hit, especially with the kids, even if production was rudimentary.
How cool is this, seeing these old movies of these? Like, these things are worth thousands of dollars right now, multiple thousands of dollars. A Pele 58 sticker card sold for over $1 million.
All the stickers were printed and then were cut, and they were mixing with a shovel at the beginning.
Did you guys hear that? In order
Yeah.
to randomize them, they would mix them together with a shovel.
So you knew them 10s was hard to come by. So if you could get one that was a 10.
Amen.
They mixed with a
Then
shovel.
They replaced the shovel with a churn, the one they use normally for making butter or
The
cheese.
butter churn.
Yes, yes. And they had a handle, and they were moving this handle and was working.
I love that. I love that. I love those type of stories.
That's cool.
And it caught on all over the world. And some of the biggest collectors in the world, they all get together.
No worry.
Really to invest,
including players. And this is one of the players. And they basically ask him, like,
Another secret.
Do players swap stickers in the locker room?
Sì, credo che
he basically said 100%. We all do it. We like 70. He said, I think he said 70% at least of the players still collect and swap their stickers.
That ain't what he said. He said, "See, akita key." I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what he was talking about, but yeah, but he telling you
So,
that C.
What this is, you guys, is the type of shit that International Comics Josh dreams about, right? This is the type of shit that happens in the international comics arena, but with the comics. Like, you got these people who have their houses just packed with all these old comics. Here's a house of a guy that is a Panini sticker collector. Look at all these.
Home, then a sticker repository.
Even in your daughter's room.
You might have baseball cards in your attic. He has 500,000 stickers spilling out of every drawer.
È solo per pochi.
Bellini even has whole sheets of them hidden under a tablecloth. No one is allowed to eat on the table because it's too sacred.
That's
great.
crazy, dude.
Yo, he has no place in the house. He just puts it anywhere. He's like, all right, we're just gonna eat on top of this. Nobody's gonna eat.
They straight up asked him, they're like, so what if the house goes on fire? What are you gonna do about your wife? And he goes, my wife can run out on her own feet. I'm grabbing all my stickers, as many as I can, you know? So here's the cool thing about this, and this is why I love talking about these stickers. It got me back into collecting, and I've talked about it on shows before, where, you know, Panini stickers were the cards, the sports cards in Europe, you know, for hockey, for soccer, for Olympic sports. You know, that's why we have the Panini Mike Tyson rookie. You know, when he went to the Olympics in '84, it's a Panini sticker. That's why a lot of the original hockey rookie cards of the Russian teams, you know, the famous Tretiak, one of the most famous goalies of all time, was stuck in the, you know, communist bloc and never got out. But he, you know, you could get Tretiak rookie cards of Panini stickers of that Russian team. You can get, like, I have Pavel Bure Panini sticker cards before, you know, years before he was ever in the NHL. Also, people like Sergei Fedorov have tons of like his stuff. It's just really, really cool things to collect. And we've talked about the Pele that went for millions. There's tons of cards like that in the Panini sticker world for sports cards, actors, all kinds of stuff that are collectible that sell for a ton of money. So look at Josh.
He's having in heaven now. So I'm assuming. So when I bought the stickers, there was a sticker book. I didn't buy the sticker book because I was like, I'm not that guy at least not at this age where I'm going to pull these off and put them on the sticker book. I'm assuming the rarity and the collector value comes from ones that are unused, right? I mean,
yes, 100%. But the crazy thing is that most of the people that collect, they would rather put them in their book. And there's a trading community for Panini stickers that is huge, man, where they'll still go and they all have their list and they meet with each other and they trade stickers that they need and all this stuff. It's fascinating. But, you know, one of the things that is even more fascinating, Vinny, is you're talking about putting the stickers in the book, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is a big no-no, and it can cause major problems, especially if you put a very rare sticker in a book. How about a sticker that is so rare it is a one-of-one sticker? Check this out, you guys. This actually happened. One of the toughest stickers to get in the whole set. This is the Hung Min Sun, Korean player, one of the best players in the World Cup. It's his one-of-one sticker. And look what it says. They put it, it says here, Black Parallel Hung Min Sun, I hope I'm saying that right, in completed World Cup sticker album. The Black Parallel 101 Sun sticker was placed in the book before we knew its rarity. This album is in used, very good condition. The album is complete with all stickers, including foils and all players' teams. A few of the stickers are slightly crooked. The album is packaged. That sticker, you guys, is worth thousands, probably might be tens of thousands. I don't know. It's one of the rarest collectibles in the whole set, and they put it in the sticker.
Well, I mean, I guess, it's a one of one, right? So what can you do? You just take it as you can get it, I guess.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. As Doc Joe says, I collected the stickers in Brazil for the World Cup in '94. They have so the Maradona rookie is a Panini sticker, if I'm not mistaken. There's a Messi and a Ronaldo Panini sticker. I mean, some of those Panini sticker variants or rookies are worth so much money. It's unfreaking believable.
So was Messi's like with his rookie? It would be like a sticker, that I guess, right?
Well, there's a couple of them that are actual cards, but hold on, Panini sticker rookie. Let me show you. Here's the 2006 Messi Panini sticker, and it sells for $3,000 to $5,000, and that's his sticker from 2006. This is the when it was in Germany, and look at him. This is his first World Cup sticker and a PSA 10, and they want $3,000 for it.
Is that like considered his first? Like, would that be the first thing, or no? He's got multiple.
No, his rookie is a Mega Cracks card from. So this came out in 2006. His rookie is from 2004, and that is a $25,000 card, as you guys can see right there.
Wow.
Yeah. So shout out to Bryan, who drops the $4.99 super chat saying, "Sup boys, happy Thanksgiving. Same to you, brother. Appreciate you. Much love." Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. We got 82 live watching us now. But yeah, this is the actual card from Panini Sports when they made cards. These are called Mega Cracks. And it's an actual card, not a sticker, but this is an actual sticker of his first World Cup sticker.
While we're on the subject, the Messi debut ticket is actually fairly reasonable price if anybody's looking for one. I think, like, I see a PSA 5 that just sold for $825, and they're still like in the $500 to $1,500 range. I think that's a good. I got one. I think it's a good one to grab.
Here's a Panini's Champions of Europe stick from 2005, a Gem Mint 10 of Messi, and this is a sticker, and they want $3,000 for it. So as you can see, there's a Ronaldo one too. Let me show you the Ronaldo. All right, here's the Ronaldo. So here's his from his World Cup Germany from 2008, and that's $6,000.
It looked like he didn't have some work done because he don't look like that no more.
Here's let's see here. Here is his one from 0203.
See, you see something changing. Yeah. He looked like Teen Wolf in that first one.
He went through puberty.
Yeah, he looked like Teen Wolf in that first one, and then this one it's like he done had some cheekbones installed and some Adam's apple.
So this is 06.
Look at that.
And this is 02.
That's crazy.
Look how young he is. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's the other way around. So see, life got hard from between 02 to 06.
He aged real quick.
He aged bad.
Yeah. Our good friend Vika is really into Panini stuff. Shout out to Vika. He's in the Discord group. We're going to be doing a lot of talking about this stuff on the Discord. Also, again, you guys get in the OTR Discord group ASAP. You can find the link in the description, also in the live chat. All right, so yeah, go check out that the Panini stuff if you want to get more into it. We're going to bring you more information about like Panini and European rookies and stuff like that in the future, because they're a lot of fun to go through. That's for sure. All right, I want to go through some social media stuff that I found that I actually love. Once a month we'll probably bring you like some of the cool stuff that we're catching on social media and stuff like that. And let's go through some of these. Basically, I love saving stuff on IG. And one of the things that we love over here is CAS grading. Of course, Trey and Doc Joe are sending in a bunch of figures to CAS grading, and I reached out to CAS to get somebody on the show, and they're willing to come on the show. So they hit me back today. So we're gonna talk with the guys and figure out a time to get them on to come talk about their, it's an art that they're doing themselves, and this is one of the cool things. This is how they keep the bubble and the card sturdy. They put a special piece of protector over it when they put it in their system, and you guys can see them doing this right now. And I think that's genius, absolute genius, because it keeps the card from continuing to warp more. And it keeps that bubble, hard plastic over that bubble. CAS is just killing it.
So they sell like these bubble things like separately, right, from the case. And Marcus, do you remember when we were in Texas and I bought that figure and the dude damn near destroyed my figure trying to put it in the bubble? I was so pissed off, man. He was like, let me do it for you.
Yeah, we were at South by, and Vinny tried to buy like this toy that was
Super 7 toy.
Yeah, it was a Super 7 toy, and like the dude just kind of like farted around and and kind of cracked it and tore it, and he was like, "Yeah, Vinny, you still want it?"
What are you doing? But yeah, no, this is super dope though. This is awesome.
Yeah. This is the equivalent. This is the equivalent of what happened, Brian. You still want it?
It's after I paid for it too. I was like,
after it was paid for. Yeah.
This is what I love about CAS the most, is how they display loose figures. I love the way loose figures can look, and that you can display figures. You can display, they set it up to where they display the weapons or they display the extras that come with it. This is, it's just a piece of art itself. As you can see, he's doing a loose Safari Michelangelo right now, where he even adds the coin on one side that came with it, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And I'm glad that they're doing such good job with loose displays. Because ultimately that's what these are, displays. We want these to not only keep our figures safe, but we also want them to display cool, right? Like I do.
Does AFA do this also, or something similar?
Not as well as CAS. Definitely not as well as CAS. Not like this. CAS kills it, and we're gonna try and get both AFA and CAS on here. We want to get them all on here. We want WADA to come on. We want AFA to come on. All of them to talk about this stuff. So it's gonna be interesting.
He got too many tattoos. It looked like he worked for the mob. I don't know. If you go back,
Here you go, Marcus. How about this? How about this one? This is a display where they put the Optimus Prime figure with a CGC graded copy of Transformers #1.
That's gangster. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's really cool. Yeah, that's really cool.
Look how beautiful that is, man. You put that on a wall, on a shelf. It's got all the pieces. It's got a version of him where he's transformed, and another version of the truck. Oh man, that is fire right there, you guys.
Yeah, that's probably really expensive to buy to get done like that, because I got some stuff I can do like that right now.
Well, we're gonna find out, man. We're gonna find out.
I know AFA does do custom cases like this, because I asked about video games and getting custom cases for just various ones that may not fit the a normal mold, but this is really cool, man. The way that they're displaying everything and every accessory. This actually Yeah, I would love to do this with some of the stuff that I have loose. This is cool.
Yeah. Shout out to Drew. Shout out Wanted Comics. What up, Drew? He says fire except for the 9.2. Yeah, another one of those 9.8 snobs. Him and Jock Joe, 9.8 snobs. So shout out to Wanted Comics, you guys. You need to follow Wanted Comics on IG and all other platforms. One of the best retailers in the game, and he's got some special stuff coming up that we're going to talk more about on Saturday night. And we might have Nerdy Girl dropping by to answer a few questions also. So make sure you guys come hang out Saturday night. It's going to be an interesting show, Modern Comic Mayhem. Let's continue on. All right. This is very interesting. This is something that I thought it would be interesting for us to maybe do at either a con, either a card con, a designer toy con, a comic con. Check out what this guy does.
A penny, and I'm looking to trade up. Will you take anything for a single penny? What do you think? Thank you, sir.
All right, sure. Let me take a look at it here.
So he just keeps basically trading up as he goes along, right? He started with a penny and he traded up and traded up and traded up through the whole show.
Appreciate it.
And not only is he creating content, watch what he ends up getting at the end for that initial penny. Now, this all could be bullshit, but it's a great idea for content too.
Oh yeah.
He's trading for silver eagles, turning a penny into silver eagles, stuff like that.
The real question is, how valuable is the penny that he traded at first?
You know, start off with a comic, go to a dollar booth, buy a comic for $1, go try and trade it up for another thing, you know, trade it up, and at the very end of the con, see what we have. We could do a competition or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's cool. But what I was saying is that in this particular example, how rare was the penny that he had? Because he received a 1960 silver dime. So was it a copper penny? I mean, you know, we start getting into the weeds of it, right? So it's like, what was it that he was able to trade up and trade like that?
Yeah, that's a great question.
I think it was just a regular penny, and the dude felt sorry for him.
It says, what was the original penny worth? This must have been something special about that, not just a common penny. Let's see here.
Or if it was, or it's just fake.
Yeah, this could all be fake. Yeah, but it's a good idea to try and pull off.
Great idea, but it's just like, I don't know about somebody handing a penny and then they giving a penny for a dime. The penny had to be something. The penny had to be a thing.
Yeah.
I just have to believe that. Now, maybe it wasn't too much of a thing, but still it had to be a thing.
Yeah. I think this is cool. Joe says, my dad is a big coin collector. A lot of big money in coin collecting. Big money in coin collecting, man. So, all right, next. All right, shout out to our boy Blez.
PC for 3.12.
I love Blez, and this is kind of part of the market report. I don't know if you guys saw this, but the Luka Doncic logo man sold for $2.7 million, you guys.
Wow.
Yeah. One of the rarest cards in the game. Here we go.
Luka card in existence sold last night at PWCC for $3.12 million. This is the second biggest public sale ever recorded behind the LeBron RPA that went for $5.3 million. And the key word here is public. But if you count the private sale of this card for 4.6, it actually makes it the biggest loss on a single sports card ever.
So it went for a ton, but the guy who bought it before him paid 4.6 for it. So it's actually down. Crazy. That's nuts. So
that's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. So he's down $1 million.
Yeah. Yep. Check this out. So a lot of people are sleeping on these, you guys. PSA does a magazine that they put out, and they started doing these cool homage covers for these magazines. They did one for Kobe, what looked like a comic book. They did one for LeBron. Well, they just recently put this one out for Ja Morant, where it's looks like old school NBA Jam Nintendo box. the actual box. I want to show this to Vinny when he comes back. It's got the little oval that Vinny always says we need to be on the lookout for. It's one of the OG black box and Super Nintendo. So we always talk about homage covers and stuff in the comics world. Well, here's something that you can get from PSA. A lot of people slept on the Kobe one. It was basically free. You could get it for basically free, and people were flipping it for, $30-$40.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's made to look like the NBA Jam Nintendo box. So
that's fire.
Nice.
Yeah, PSA card magazine for October. That's what you want to be on the lookout for. All right. This was interesting. A guy bought a bunch of cards, and the player on the front is not the player on the back.
Rookies, vets, Trey Murphy, John Wall. Hey, no, that's Rubio. Hey, look, it's Dwayne Wade. No.
More proof that the quality control at these card companies is complete dog shit. You guys stay away from new cards until they fix this. That's all I can say. Fuck Panini, fuck Topps, fix your product. Don't screw over the buyers. All right, next. This is very cool. Where's Vinny? Vinny's got to see this. So this, you guys all know the story of the 2000 or the Ja Morant card with Key Glock and what's the dude that passed away, Marcus?
Which one? There's so many.
In the background. Young Dolph. Shout out to Vinny. Yeah. So this guy, Santiago Sports, met up with Key Glock and gave him a PSA 10 of that card, and then had a poster version made and had Key Glock sign it. So this is pretty cool. Check it out.
That's cool.
It's you and Dolph back there. Grant created a PSA 10. That's for you. And then I got this. I blew it up. If you can sign it for me. That's for you right there.
Yeah, rookie card. Yeah, what I mean, the background. Yeah, it is.
So that's pretty cool. Like I wonder if he even knew that he was on that card.
I don't think he knew, but Key Glock is super cool, man. Like, we've done a couple of shows with him. Man, he's definitely, all about the business. And shout out to Key Glock for even taking the time out to, deal with the fan and, sign whatever he's giving him and all of that. That's really cool. That's really cool. Kudos to Key.
Yeah, both him and Dolph was like that too. Dolph was super cool. They're both Empire artists, by the way. But yeah, they've just always been super cool. I really like those guys.
Yeah, man, you definitely need to talk to him about this and tell him how cool it was to see this, and ask him if he knew about that card before this moment. I'd love to know that. So, all right, next. All right, this is amazing, you guys. This is one of the craziest things. So one of the things that dads love to do with their kids is give their kids sports cards. Like when we were kids, my dad got me into sports cards, vice versa. And I think it's cool that you can still do it. It's so hard nowadays because they're so expensive. Well, this dad bought his kids each a box of Topps. I think two kids got baseball cards, another kid got Pokemon. And watch this, you guys. This is absolutely bonkers.
A little Topps hobby, baseball. You guys say hi.
Hi.
All right, what'd you hit? Let's see. Said he hit something good. I don't believe him.
You guys see what that is? That's a Shohei Ohtani 1/1 Superfractor autograph.
Jeez,
that's not too bad. Who is that guy?
Shohei Ohtani.
Ohtani, and what is that numbered out of?
1.
1/1 autograph Superfractor Ohtani. Not bad.
Crazy.
Have you hit it?
And he just like, oh yeah, well, hey, this is what I got.
That thing is worth so much money. All right, here we go. This is Donovan Mitchell. He's one of the best guys to sign autographs. He signed this jersey. It's a Mobley jersey, and he took the jersey in to have Evan sign it for the kid and brought it back. I thought that was really cool.
That's cool.
This is amazing. Listen to this, you guys.
This Steph Curry rookie card worth millions of dollars has never been seen before. Here's the full story behind it. When 2009 Topps basketball released, hobby boxes were $50. And collectors were chasing the top rookies like Blake Griffin, James Harden, and Tyreek Evans. And little did people know at the time that Steph Curry would have cards in this product that would one day sell for 6 and 7 figures. With a total of 36 packs per box, each box had 9 Topps Chrome cards on average. There's 999 copies of the Steph Curry base Chrome rookie. And the last PSA 10 the PWCC sold went for over $30,000. The refractor parallel was limited to 500 copies, and PWCC sold a PSA 10 of that card for $84,000. And next there's the gold refractor, which only has 50 copies in existence, and that card is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. But there's one card in this product better than all the rest. The one-of-one Steph Curry Superfractor. The card has never surfaced, and this is a mock-up that was done by the back.
So it still could be sitting in boxes unopened out there right now, or it just could be sitting in a kid's collection. He doesn't even know that he has it. All right. This is another quick card. This is the Jordan card where he's wearing the number 12 jersey. The famous story. We've talked about that. They made the pop out of it. This is the Sam Vincent 1990 Hoops card. So be on the lookout for that. I love showing people that card. And then here's a 1990, all bring it back full circle, 1995 Panini Smash Hit Snoop Dogg sticker rookie.
Nice.
So there you go. All right, you guys. I think that's about it. Other than I'm just going to rock through the market report. You guys got anything else for tonight?
Nah, man, this is good. We're early. Actually, we're on time. This is good. We're on time for once.
Yeah. So
I ain't gonna talk about it. That's because Big Leg ain't here. Because Big Leg ain't here. Now
82 live watching right now. Appreciate you guys. Please hit that thumbs up. That really helps us. By you guys hitting the thumbs up, it brings in more people on the live stream and helps YouTube aggregate the into the algorithm better. So really, really helps. All right, let's do this. Let's get into the market report, you guys, for November 23rd, 2022. Here we go. Starting off with some interesting comic stuff. That Death of Superman 30th anniversary gold foil that you could have bought for $150 is still continuing to sell for over $1,000, you guys. Crazy. You could have bought it already graded for $150 from Big Time Collectibles, and it's making people a lot of money right now. I love that Brenda Starr cover. Such a great golden age classic. Bondage, the green dress, the blonde, very kind of like sexy in a weird way, a weird drawing way. 1948 sold for over $2,000, $2,200, $2,250, basically $2,250 for 2.0. And then the Momoko Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 100 9.8 signature series came up for sale again, sold for $1,100. Beautiful Momoko cover.
What was this from? Where did this come from?
I can't remember if it was a store variant or not. Chat, let us know. Was it a store variant? I think it might be. All right, next. Look at this. Vintage Word Up magazine from February of 97. It's got a special Tupac hologram on the front cover. Now, I want to know if that is like a sticker on there. Is that a card that can be taken off? Because that could be something special to be on the lookout for. The magazine itself sold for $365, which is pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
Shout out to the Hive Boys and Josh International Comics. On a recent Modern Comic Mayhem show, they had shown that they picked up in the same week a stack of those Bob's Big Boy timely illustrated books that they used to give out in the restaurants to kids back in the day. Well, here's the number one of that from 1956. It sold for $332.54. Iconic. Yeah, that's an iconic restaurant. We all know Bob's Big Boy back in the day. And then the famous Vision variant or Venomized variant for Mary Jane Amazing Spider-Man 678, a 9.8 sold for $5,600 on 22 bids.
Bro, I got that book somewhere upstairs, and it's not even graded, and it's in perfect condition. I have no idea what that book is. I'm going to go look at it today. I'm going to go look for it tonight.
Jump on that today, Sap. Next, we've got Invincible 1, 2, and 3, and it says unread, very nice. So you could have got all 3 issues for $1,400. Feels like a pretty good deal even now. I think that's a good deal. It's such a tough book to find.
Nice, very nice condition.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Like, what does that even mean?
Yeah. A couple of the super rare Ninja Turtle books from Mirage sold this week. Here's a 9/8/28, number 28, sold for $1,000. And then we have another one coming up later. We also have a Crow number 1 Raw sold for $400, and that feels way down.
That
like,
does, yeah,
big time down.
Yeah, that's low.
Invincible Iron Man number 9, the variant, a 9.8, sold for $14.46 after the release of the movie. So interesting there. And then
That's
there's
not
that
bad.
other Ninja Turtle book. That's number 16, sold for 9/8, $1,626. Big money. Big money. And then Amazing Fantasy, a 0.5, you guys, sold for $13.7. Wow. Yeah.
Wow. that doesn't seem to have dropped off really that much. That's not bad.
When you think about it, not really.
Yeah, that's a great question on a 0.5. I don't know what those run for, but man, that is a lot.
Yeah.
All right. Gambit, first appearance, Uncanny X-Men 266, a 9.8, $810. That is underrated. That's criminally low to me. I don't know what the average is. It could be way.
I think that's way high for the average of where
That's what I was about to say. It could be way high, and I still feel it's criminally low. I feel like that book at a 9.8 should be closer to $1,000, but whatever.
This thing was consistently at 500 for the longest time. 400 to 500. This book.
Yeah. So, 2 of the previews books sold. A 9/2 sold for $362, and a Raw for $500. You know, that's the famous previews book that started off a big part of content creation in the comic book world, and a big part of a lot of the quote unquote, comic book influencers you guys know today. That book was a big part of content back in the day. So it's weird to see that sell for pretty low. That's pretty low.
It's crazy.
What it was selling. That was a $3,000 book at one point. All right, a Raw Darth Vader 3 La Roca 1/25, $323. That's crazy. And then a 8/5 Albedo 2, you guys, sold for $5,400.
Nice.
Yeah. That What If 105, you guys, is a tough book, and it's been hot forever. From the second it came out, but that book got hot, and it's going to continue to, I think, get hotter with what's going to happen with the Into the Spider-Verse coming up soon. If you have any that are nice, you might want to grade them. $565 on 36 bids for a 9/8. First appearance of Anna May Parker, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Kamala Khan 150 Melina variant for issue number 2, Miss Marvel number 2. A Raw copy sold for $308. Another one of those bubblegum covers.
Man, that book used to be so hot. That's crazy.
Yeah. One of my all-time grails I missed out on. It's another Spirit book. Spirit, the newspaper section from December 1940, the famous spanking cover. On 6.5, sold for less than $500, you guys.
That's my kind of book. My God, he got her over the knee. Come here, girl. Let me show you.
That is a major grail that we all missed out on.
That's a major grail with some major tail. My God, today. Absolutely.
Spawn, Batman, number 1, the newsstand, which in order to find out if it's newsstand, you have to actually look on the back of the book, you guys. So most of the times you don't even know if it's a newsstand. That book is very rare, and 9/8s are going to start popping up now because of the signing CGC opportunity, and that is a $920 book now. So signed by McFarlane. Next, DC Comics are still just criminally low. Batman 608, the second print 9/8, is dropping even lower. It's at $385 now. Another book that I feel like should be $1,000 easy. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic number 9 feels like it's back up a little bit. $759 for a 9/8. 53 bids. That's pretty nice to see. And then the very famous Weird Mysteries number 5, a 4/5, sold for $10,100.
Wow.
Yeah. Beautiful. That's the famous monkey brain cover or voodoo brain cover, voodoo head, shrunken head cover. The book that started it all, Lost 23. I wish Trey was here to see this. If you guys don't know, that book right there started CBSI. And the man that started CBSI is one of our co-hosts, Trey, aka Three Sticks. Back in the early 2000s, Trey was on the lookout for that rare Adam Hughes variant and said, in order to find this book, I'm going to create a G+ group and call it Comic Book Speculation and Investing. And that's how we got CBSI today. And that's what started the second speculator boom in the early 2000s. One of my all-time favorite books is that Archie's Pal Jughead 79. I want to own one of those so bad. It's the Creature from the Black Lagoon cover, and it sold raw this week for $280.
That's cool.
Creature from the Black Lagoon. My God.
Yeah.
Why the lagoon got to be black? That's a whole other conversation. Don't worry about it.
A Pep Comics 155 famous moon cover with a quote-unquote Catwoman-esque character. It's a tough book. I wish I owned that book too. Sold for $660. And Love and Rockets, 2 great independent books right here sold. Love and Rockets number 1, it's limited to 600, and it is signed by the Hernandez brothers, I believe, and $660.
Now this was the first version. Was this the first version of Love and Rockets?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Because the other cover had like the 4 people on the cover, right?
Yes.
Is that like a second series?
Yeah. This is the original self-published one right here.
Okay.
Knights of the Dinner Table number 1, super rare book. Raw copy sold for $559. And then I must be spacing on this Doom book because I don't remember ever seeing this. Doom number 1, a E3 convention promo from 1996, you guys.
Oh, wow.
Sold for $300. I've never seen that book.
No.
Next we have Dragon's Lair number 1 from CrossGen, a 9.8, sold for $625. That DC Collectors Pack, the second one that we saw, the one that was live last week, it ended up selling for a total of $873. That's the one with the Harley Quinn on the back.
Is there a Batman Adventure 12 on the back? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Star Wars Han Solo, the second Power of the Force run in 1996, but it's on a Darth Vader card. And it sold for 787 Canadian, which is crazy to me. I'd always be worried that was like made to look like that. They took one off a nice card and yada yada. But those rare airs sell, and we're going to talk about that at some point on the show. Another designer toy. Have you ever seen that, Vinny or Marcus? The Michael Lau Gardner Crazy Smiles Jordan figure?
No, but
I have not seen that.
No, I'll say that Michael Lau, though, is like kind of like one of the OGs of the designer toy world. So finding his old toys they're super collectible, and he was probably really one of the first ones to ever do designer toys.
Yeah.
A
G.I. Joe, one of the toughest G.I. Joe figures is the UK Tunnel Rat Tiger Force version. Super rare. Loose version sold for $205 on 42 bids, had all the accessories too, which is rare. I love that DC Con Designer Con limited edition Mondo Marvel Kaiju Man-Thing figure. We talked about it before. I love how it's got the tree growing out of its back. It sold for $710 on 13 bids.
Dude, I tried to buy one of those for Trey, and it was sold out. I didn't realize it was only 35 of them. I was there the first night. I could have grabbed one.
Oh man, that's such a cool figure. Bummer.
Well, one thing I was going to just show you, since we were talking about Michael Lau, they got this book that Crazy Smiles put out that just has every single figure that he's done.
Oh wow!
It's up to date, but it's pretty cool if anybody's interested in kind of the history. This is a cool
that's sick, dude. That's really sick. Next, we have a CAS 75 Scareglow Skeletor figure. It's sold for $1,225. Two Boba Fett's sold this week, both Return of the Jedi versions. The 77 back figure sold for $1,677, 40 bids, and the 65 back figure sold for $1,776 on 46 bids. Then we have the G.I. Joe, the Takara version of Snake Eyes, which is a grail for a lot of people. Their cards look so good over there with that different design.
Good. Yeah.
And $757 on that. Super rare Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Undercover Dawn figure sold for $1,900. And then a 1999 Pokemon Yellow Special Pikachu edition graded by WADA for Game Boy sold for $1,433. So, and then finally, you guys, one of the big pieces that we want to talk about this week, the Heritage Auction sale of Rob Liefeld's New Mutants 98 story pages. Page 14 sold for $36,000, which is crazy. And then page 15 sold for $30,000. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, I love prelims. This was kind of funny on Rob's part because the way he does it, he sketches it all on one 8x11 piece of paper, right? So he does that, then he'll put it on a light box, blow it up to the full size, the 11x17, I think, and then he'll outline it from there, and then he'll kind of create the final version of the pages. So what he did was he took his prelims. This is him selling them, by the way. He cut it in half, and then he listed both parts of it separately. So I guess to get more money, maybe smart. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if the one page would have gone for 60 by itself. So he ended up getting 60 all in all.
I feel like it should have went for more. I feel like this is low.
I do too. I just don't know if, I don't know if people respect the prelims as much as the original art that was the final art that was used, right? But I love this stuff. I think this is, I think it's great.
Man, this is crazy. I had no idea that he was even that Liefeld was selling this stuff. I mean, we talked about it on the Discord, but just looking at it and it's a prelim, it looks freaking amazing, bro.
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's really freaking cool, man. I love shit like that. So, one last thing that I want to talk to you about before we go is Vinny talked about Designer Con, and these Topps cards came out at Designer Con. These are the Complex Con 52 set, I guess, that they're doing. Vinny, how were these released?
So it's a set by Naturel. And I guess they're actually releasing a full set later on down the line. But
yes,
what they were doing was they took 4 cards, Mickey Mantle, Jackie Robinson, maybe Ty Cobb. I can't remember everybody.
Mays.
Yeah, Willie Mays. And what you had to do was you go into this line and they kind of have like an installation where you walk in, you hear all these like seagulls and water sounds, and it's like I think maybe 12 people into the room at once, and you dip your hands into a like a fish tank, and you grab out a card, and it's covered, it's in the pack, and it's also covered in a plastic, like a sealed plastic sleeve, so you could get it that way, and it was just like a thing you could get it for free. You could actually do it once an hour throughout Complex Con. I did it twice. I just didn't realize like a few of these sold. I mean, I think the price went down now, but a few of these sold for like $500 or $600 right after Complex Con. Yeah,
not bad at all, man. That's very cool. So,
I mean, have you heard any like kind of hype about these? Because I mean, Naturel, again, in the fine art world, he's kind of on the come up, kind of one of the guys that's kind of making a name for himself. So I'm curious if there hype like in the sports world for that, or which?
Yeah, this is what is this shit? Let me see if I can do this here. Hold on. The natural. So Topps is calling it legendary 52 set resurfaces with a twist. What is this shit? Hold on, let me fix this shit.
He sounds pissed. He's like, "What is this shit?" You know what, Brian McClay? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
Anyways, go check it out, you guys. It is an interesting set, and they've been hyping it. Topps has been hyping it for a little bit of time now, and so you can go check it out on their site at topps.com. Hey, listen, you guys, one more time before we leave, I want to talk about the Discord. Make sure you guys sign up on the Discord. We're going to start utilizing the Discord more and more in this show every week. Like I said, we're going to be giving you guys the ability to call in. And the amazing thing about Discord is not only can you call in utilizing Discord at your desktop, like we do to make the show, but you can also do it on your phone. So if you have a phone with Discord on it, you can hook up your earbuds to it and sit there and talk to us through your phone on it. It's free to use. The link is in the description. Go sign up for the Discord. We're going to be doing some crazy giveaways on there that we've talked about for the last couple of weeks. And there's going to be a lot of great information dropped in there on a regular basis. It is rocking right now. I think there's over 300 members.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, and I mean, it's just like the community we've built, we're starting to build, and what people are bringing what information they're bringing in here is just really amazing. So I highly recommend jumping in. I think you guys are gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
And not only that, you get to hang out with me. My presence is a present. Damn it. Come hang out with us in the Discord. Sign up for the Discord. Get an Ultimate Fallout 4 because that's what we're giving away, one person. I'm only giving away one Ultimate Fallout 4 first print. Vinny's giving away stuff. It is so many more giveaways that are online, man. And this is just stuff that, man, we giving to y'all because we love each and every last one of y'all. Bryan got books that he is not sending to me, and he know I want a Moon Knight. Listen, Silk, that's a play. Silk is a play right now. Silk is a play. Silk is a play. I would definitely grab Silk all day.
Nice.
Come on now. That's good. That's good. Are these books that we're giving away?
These are books that are going to be available for sale. I have a huge Whatnot sale on Saturday, slabs and keys, including books you're going to see here, books you will see behind me. Come hang out. You guys can find the description and link below. That is going to be Saturday, and we might do a sale on Friday also. Black Friday coming up. Come hang out with us, you guys. Give that thumbs up. Come check out all of our IGs. That being said, you guys, we appreciate you.
Aaron Yee, thank you so much. We had a talk on the Discord, the NFT. Make sure next time I'm on the chat, Vinny's on the chat. We do general chat. We're going to talk about NFTs. We're going to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Just join the damn Discord. All right, Brian, go ahead. You do what you got to do. My bad, dog. We out here.
Much love, you guys. We'll see you later. Peace.